Okay, so we have to give Gingerbread's Piglets their iron injections. Everybody kind of has a different thought, feeling, opinion on it. Our mentor recommended it, and she has been doing this for years, so we're choosing to take her advice on this. But you give them iron injections on day 3 of life, and like anywhere between like day 3 and 5. And then it helps them with anemia, and I guess they have a very high mortality rate. But fortunately, they are on dirt, which is supposed to help them with their iron, and they've all been nursing, and they're all really strong and really healthy. So we're relying on that to be what kind of, helps them be. I don't know. We're taking her advice. We're going to do it. So we're going to go out there and tag team it. I'm going to have my husband distract Gingerbread while I give the iron injections to the Piglets. They say you can either do like behind the ear or in the right ham. I'm going to do it in the rear right ham. I think it'll just be a lot easier. I don't like the idea of like being near their neck, and they're going to be quite wiggly, and I'm sure they're not going to enjoy this. So we're going to go out there. We're going to do it. It's definitely not something that I'm going to get footage of. It just seems too complicated. I just want to get in there, get each piglet, and get out. So wish us luck. We did it. We went and gave the piglets iron in the pouring rain on day 3 of life. I'm feeling so annoyed with myself right now. I bought an external hard drive off Amazon, and I was so excited because I had 1-day delivery. So all day today I've been waiting for this, and I open it, I get so excited, and I go to plug it in, and the cord, it is not a USB-C. And in my Mac, those are the only two. I have 2 USB-C ports and then like an auxiliary hole. So I have no way to plug it in. So I'm just super annoyed with myself. But it's fine. So I ordered another cord off Amazon, which will be here tomorrow. So then I'll be able to use this external hard drive tomorrow. So, but I should just be grateful that Amazon offers for certain items next day shipping. So it'll be fine. And then once I get that plugged in, making all these vlogs and stuff is just taking up so much space on my Mac. So I've got to move some stuff out of the way, because as of right now, I can't make another vlog. So it'll be fine. I'll get that squared away, and then once that comes, I'll be able to do more content. It's just frustrating when you have your hopes and expectations to do one thing, and then there's a wrench thrown in the plan, but it is what it is. So in other news, we still have, the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 piglets that we're keeping an eye on. Saturn had 5 piglets, and now, unfortunately, we lost one, so she has 4 piglets now. But yeah. Okay, so I just came out to feed the pigs, but I'm nervous because I don't see Saturn's piglets moving, and I'm like truly afraid for whatever I'm about to stumble upon. I'm really nervous. I think they're okay. I think they're all just sleeping. I think they're all just sleeping. pretty sure they're all just sleeping. Let's see. What's going on in here, everybody? What's the one? What are you doing? Are you guys okay? What's happening? What's your... Alright, you're good. You okay? Just wake you up? Whew, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little scared there for a minute. We've already lost one piglet. I didn't want to lose any more. Okay, I think we're good. Whew, mild heart attack. Let's see here though. I wonder if I can move some of this hay a bit, or maybe just move them a bit. What's the best way to do this? Sorry everybody, you gave me a fright. I guess I could move some of this hay. And the other, everybody else is going nuts. Although, maybe Saturn. Maybe Saturn did the hay like this on purpose. I'm just so worried she's gonna lay on you guys. Let me move the phone. Hold on. Okay, that was a bit of a bold strategy, but I think it was the right call. The way the hay was, I don't know. I just feel like it was just like the perfect disaster. So, move the hay around. Now everybody should have some room to not get crushed. Okay, so when I was out here feeding everybody, I realized that Saturn and Gingerbread have really been testing how strong the fencing is that I put together for them. So I'm out here with some wire, gnats everywhere, some wire and some wire cutters, and I'm going to strengthen the wall that I have between the two of them because I think it's just the hormones, but the two of them, they're fine for like 75% of the day, and then sporadically, the other 25%, they're just like going at it at each other through the fence, and it's in small spurts. But if this continues, then I'm thinking what we'll do, like right now, like you can see we just have this like wall right here, but I may have to create almost like an alleyway so that they have no access to one another, because they're just like nipping at each other through the fence. And I know it's hormonal. I'm really, really hoping that as the next 8 to 10 weeks unfold, this kind of spicy behavior calms down, because I don't know what we'll do. I have no idea. But I can only take it one step at a time, and right now, that step is I need to reinforce what I currently have. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Hello, hello, hello. Me and Saturn's aren't getting along right now. It's like, God, gosh, I cannot believe I just did that to my finger. Oh, that hurt so bad. I wonder if I can show you what I just did. I don't know if you can see that. Right in my finger. That hurt. Oh, all right, I'm gonna just walk along the rest of the fence line and see if I can find any more weak spots that they're trying to push through. Okay, aside from the fact that my finger is in crippling pain, that aside, and it's already, I mean, it's gonna leave a mark. Other than that, I think I'm okay. What is she doing over there? Oh, all of her poor little all Gingerbread's piglets are like trying so hard. You got to see this. Hold on. Okay, so all of her piglets are trying so hard to nurse, and I think she's just kind of over it. And so they're all just chasing her everywhere she goes, which is adorable, but I also feel really bad because it's like, oh, mama, go lay down. Let your babies eat. But they're just totally over it, or she's totally over it. And I think she's coming over here to try and pick a fight with Saturn. Maybe not. I can't tell. She seems unsettled. All right, I had to get a video of that because that was just too cute. She's trying to get away from them, and here the piglets are. Sorry, I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes. The piglets are just like chasing her down to try to nurse. Good morning. I just woke up. I'm really, really tired. A client of mine is been having prodromal labor, which is also known as like fake labor. But basically her body wants to go into labor. She's contracting, she's having all the things, but the contractions are just never getting longer, stronger, or closer together. But sorry, I'm so tired. The past couple nights, she's called me in the middle of the night, and whenever I get a phone call, I immediately get like an adrenaline rush because I'm thinking it's the call to go in. But she just needed some help and some guidance and some recommendations and all the things to try to help her get through the night. So we spoke for a little bit, and then that was, I think, at like 2, and then I had a really hard time falling back asleep. I was definitely, the last time I looked at my phone, it was like 3 something, and so I eventually was able to go back to sleep, and now it's 7:48. Oh, sorry, it's 7:48. And I got up a few minutes ago. Like I got up, I brushed my teeth, I checked some messages on my phone. Now I got to get the dogs out, go check on the piglets. I'll touch base with her, and then we'll see how the day unfolds. Okay, so we just came out. I fed. So the mama piglets get extra food, or mama piglets. The mama pigs get extra food since now that they're nursing, they need more food to produce milk. And then I checked on all of Saturn's piglets, but I didn't check on, hold on, let's go check on Gingerbread's piglets. I didn't count to make sure that there was 7. So Saturn's 4 are good, they're all sleeping. And then let's see here. Gingerbread is eating. Let's see here. The piglet, here, I'll show you. The piglets are all trying to nurse. Okay, so I went and checked on Gingerbread's piglets, and she's got all 7, and then all 4 of Saturn's are all just relaxing, sleeping. So now we're just gonna go and see what the rest of the day unfolds. Okay, so I've come out here to check on where she's Saturn and her babies and make sure they're nursing. Gingerbread right here, her babies are like so strong, so motivated to nurse. But then Saturn, every time I I'm worried. You know, I definitely know that I'm like very heightened since we've lost a piglet. I'm very heightened. So I just feel really nervous. And I think I'm probably checking on her piglets, her and her piglets, maybe more than I need to. And then Saturn also keeps draining her water. So she has like a mud bath. We gave her own mud bath, but she wasn't interested in it. So that's the other thing I keep getting really nervous about. She's like creating this hole, and I'm terrified one of the piglets is going to drown. So it's very emotional, very exhausting, very stressful. But I'm also trying to just keep in mind that she's a good mama pig, and I need to just let her do her thing. Okay, so back again at trying to do some fence reinforcement. There was a small gap where piglets could have fit through, and that would have been a real problem. So I was able to get that mended. Saturn's water also is leaking. We've tried fixing it. We're gonna have to try again. But in the meantime, I currently have a log set up to try to get rid of this little puddle that keeps forming. Sorry, it's like really, really hot out today. And then Saturn's piglets all seem to be doing okay. We've got to figure out this, whatever's going on between Saturn and Gingerbread. Just, you know, they're at like peak hormones right now, and they're really going at it between the fence. So I've got to today figure out something. I don't know if I have anything, but I got to figure out a way to make a barrier between the two of them so they can't see each other. I'm thinking like a tarp would be good, but then I worry they'd get between the tarp. So then, I don't know. I mean, at this rate, I might have to make some kind of like a little alley so that they don't have a shared wall. But I don't have enough stuff to do that. I'd have to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 more T-posts. And then I'd have to get a lot more hog paneling. But I was hopeful that I could make do with something that we have here, but I don't think we have enough to separate the two. So, yeah, we're just going to keep supervising them in the meantime. Something flew into my ear. And then, yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. Okay, so I think I've got it figured out. It's not the most glamorous, but I've cut up some carpenter trash bags, and I'm gonna tape it the whole way so that they can no longer see each other. I don't know how well this is gonna hold up between the wind, and then if it rains, it might fail, but you know, I gotta try something because I'm worried at this rate. I'm worried someone's going to get hurt, but I'm also really worried that Saturn is so keyed up trying to fight with Gingerbread through the fence that I'm worried that she's neglecting her piglets. Her piglets don't seem to be thriving as much as Gingerbread's. And so I want to do everything that I can. I want to know that I tried. So we'll see if this works. Okay, so this is my temporary solution. I'm going to have to reinforce it with duct tape because I'll be lucky if this lasts an hour. But fortunately, one of my best friends is on her way with duct tape so that we can try and get this to be a little better. I am so excited that as soon as we eliminated Saturn and Gingerbread's view of each other, Saturn did one last walk along the wall, and then she immediately went into her house, laid down, passed out, and let all 4 of her piglets nurse. And as you can see, some of them have already decided to pass out as well. So I'm really glad it worked, and we will see how the next few weeks pan out.